Hello, welcome to this playthrough of Elden Ring, where I will be in the co-pilot seat and Branwell will be driving. This is a lore playthrough, and in every video there will be spoilers because this is intended as a vehicle for Branwen to explain her theories on the lore of the setting. So if you'd rather develop your own theories without being influenced by other people's, or don't want to be surprised on some of the deep lore of the game, this is not a straight playthrough of just playing gameplay focused. This is a lore focused playthrough. So you might want to give this a pass if you want to avoid big spoilers. With that said, I hope you enjoy the video. And we're back.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Bramwin, and I am here with Thrith.
Hiya! Yeah, you might have been hearing me breathing since I forgot to mute myself after saying we're on.
No, I didn't actually, so that was fortuitous.
Cool.
Yeah, so we're going to go and get another Grace, and then we're going to go after the fingerprint grape. But there is this fortification that will sling rocks at us if we try and just go along the road. So we're going to avoid that. You know what? I'm just going to sneak past because, we're doing things quickly. I will come back and get the items and everything later. There's nothing super important for our build. If something is important for us to see, then I always go there. But a lot of the encounters are just, oh, here's some extra stuff and some runes for you.
Yeah, we're doing a lore playthrough, not an general actual play type thing.
Yeah. Which is good because that's major work. Okay, so this is the ground lift. I have the medallions that we can go up this, but we're not going to do that yet because we've still got stuff to. I have many sites to show you, which seems apropos since we're doing the madness quest.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So see that tower?
Yeah.
That tower here is going to be a problem.
By the way, I did a bunch of example rotes for the hex for the Hunter's Journal thing. And
cool.
One of them was for sensitive, and it was like if the hex had something other than use magic, right? What do you do?
Yep.
One of them I did for the sensitive weird move, and I think one of the two rotes I made was such sights to sow you. And what it was is I am going to force supernatural sensitivity on you now. Try not to go mad.
Well, see the Eye of Sauron thing that happens above that tower there?
Yeah.
If we stand out here, we will slowly accumulate madness.
So like the Eye of Sauron.
Like the Eye of Sauron, yes. And so we need to take cover from it and then try and go turn off the people casting the ritual.
I like the way you phrased that. We're going to go turn off the people.
Yeah. No, madness pops are serious business, even when you have 40 vigor like we do at the moment. It's a big pop, and the animation takes a long time.
That's the real problem.
Yeah. But we just got a madness incantation.
It was Howl of something?
Howl of Shabriri.
Oh, right. Shabriri grapes.
So that's turned off, and now this area will be safe for traversal.
Cool.
But yeah, until you do that, oh my god, this is a pain in the butt. There is a grace over here that we can get, and then we've got to go through another madness village.
Is that going to have its own Eye of Sauron?
No, that is the only Eye of Sauron in the game.
Cool.
Or Eye of Shabruri. Knowing what I know now about Enchanted Arms, I believe Shabruri is the name of the madness god, who is probably the god of unity. Remembering that all of the outer gods, like none of the outer gods are good guys. Like all of them, when they were made, all of the outer gods were supposed to be in balance. But the machinations of men and gods and the gods themselves have put everything out of balance.
Okay. I was just sitting here saying, oh, there's a garrison to keep watch on the Madness Village. I bet that's to keep it from spreading. But that sounds like a bad idea. And I get over there, oh, their eyes are glowing.
Yep. And they shoot one of the madness incantations, which is extremely nasty. All of the madness incantations. So yeah, we just got an item called Shabruri's Woe. Disturbing likeness of a man whose eyes have been gouged out. The corners of his mouth are upturned in an almost flirtatious manner. Constantly attracts enemies' aggression. It is said that the man named Shabruri had his eyes gouged out as punishment for the crime of slander, and with time, the blight of the flame of frenzy came to dwell in the empty sockets.
I'd like to note that whoever thinks that's a flirtatious likeness,
yeah,
that does not. I mean, I am Ace. I don't really have a good grasp of when people are flirting. With me anyway.
Yeah.
But that looked kind of disturbing.
Oh yeah, that is very much the intention on the part of the developers. Yeah, there is a companion, a feminine companion to this charm called Daedakar's Woe, which is very, very similar. We'll get that at some point. What's this dude say? Ah, Lord Vike, it seems that you were no lord after all. Then where is he, our true lord, our lord of the frenzied flame? We beg of you, incinerate all that divides and distinguishes. Ah, may chaos take the world. Yeah, so this is why I think that Shabruri is the god of unity. When we say unity, what it means is it wants to render everything into the same, into a big homogeneous mass.
Indistinct collective.
Yeah. Which is why, like, it likes ants and stuff. It likes... Yeah, see what I mean about madness incantation? So this is Fingerprint Vike. He realized that in order to become a lord, you need your maiden needs to sacrifice herself at the giant's. Yeah, that's his weapon art, by the way. That is not an incantation. This guy almost succeeded to, like, becoming the Lord. The Elden Lord. See the madness pot?
Yeah, I saw it. It was reminded of some Dead
massive.
by Daylight animations.
Got him, yeah. So as you can see, one of those attacks is basically a railgun. Like, that's one of the madness incantations. They're serious.
Yeah.
Okay, but so Vike realized that your maiden, a tarnished maiden, has to sacrifice themselves at the giant's forge in order for the tarnished to become Elden Lord. And he wasn't going to truck with that, so he went and looked for another way to burn the Erd tree. Because you need a spiritual flame in order to burn the Erd tree, because it's a spiritual tree.
Right.
And he was like, I'm going to use the frenzy flame to burn the Erd tree instead of sacrificing the maiden. I'm going to sacrifice myself by joining myself with the god of madness. But we got the fingerprint grape, which is his eyes, and finger maiden fillet, finger maiden robe, finger maiden. So yeah, so this was Vike's. This is the body of Vike's maiden. So he didn't make it. He didn't become Elden Lord. He choked at the last. Choked at the last stop. Little did he know that wasn't the last stop. Yeah. So, we have the fingerprint grape.
They're special grapes which only grow on those who've been clasped by the burnt fingers. Please, could you donate a fingerprint grape to me? Without one, I don't know. I feel like I might go mad.
I also like the fact that she's said... Oh, sorry.
A fingerprint grape. Tried and true. What a wondrous thing. A fingerprint grape. Oh, how sweet. Yet, how it burns. Thank you. I've composed myself again. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I'm sure I'll be a finger maiden.
It suddenly occurs to me with all the like secrecy video games have, to the point where they don't even give their voice actors proper staged voice direction to avoid getting any secrets, right?
Yep.
It occurs to me that's not necessary with FromSoft games, because they're so... the lore is so hard to... it's so opaque, I think is the term.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, it's not really opaque. It's just that nobody played their games before Dark Souls. Or very few people did. Like, there aren't Enchanted Arms stands. I can't... Well, there are, but they're extremely rare. I can't go to a Fextra Lifestyle site and read all of the lore for all of the items of those older games like I can with Dark Souls. So there's a big chunk of this lore that's locked behind these much older games that you probably can't emulate anymore.
Right, yeah.
It's all like... So yeah, so that's that quest done for now. Once we get to Lane Dell, we can go and find her again. Until then, what's the time?
We are 13 minutes into this video.
Awesome. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back to this scenic isle.
Very scenic, apparently. There's a tree growing out of a person's body.
Yes. Yeah, so, we are going to go and talk to Raya. I'm trying to remember, did we go and get her locket yet? I don't think we did.
Who's Raya
I don't
again?
think... this girl here. Bent over, blonde. Looks a bit strange. Hello, Thrith?
I am muted. It's like, yeah, she looks vaguely familiar, and I think I remember her. I don't think we've done her quest.
Resting at an
Cool.
abandoned home down the way, please.
Ah, right. We went and got her necklace, but I didn't come back and give it to her, so let's do that now.
Yes.
Yeah, I like you said she looks kind of strange.
Thank you kindly.
Yes.
I am in your debt. Did I forget to announce myself? I am Raya, in the service of Lady Tanith of the Volcano Manor. I seek stalwart Tarnished, who might join our house. You are very brave yourself. Not only a steady hand, but a steady heart. Merciless, even to your own kind. Such strength is precisely what my mistress seeks. Please, take this. Brave Tarnished. Seek the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erd Tree. Most Tarnished are doomed to wander the outskirts of the lands between, peering wistfully at the towering Erd Tree. But you are no ordinary Tarnished. And once that is proven, the Volcano Manor will fully extend its invitation to fight amongst a family of champions. Oh, and one more thing. Only for you. This land of Liurnia is connected to the Altus Plateau by the Grand Lift of Dectus, beyond the High Road. But the lift has been defunct for an age, meaning there's no simple means of passage. Instead, you must seek the old ruins in the cliff. At the base of the valley, near the Grand Lift, there's an old tunnel. It was excavated from both ends, linking Liurnia to the Altus Plateau. I have faith in you. A champion through and through. I do hope that we can meet again. Seek the at the base. It was excellent. I have faith in. I do.
Yeah, Go use the lift, which we can activate.
Yeah. So there are two ways to get to the Altus Plateau. You can either... So there's the hard way, which is getting the... Like, you pick up the first half of the Dectus Medallion pretty easily from Fort Hyde while
Right.
doing that quest. But then getting the other one is going to Fort Faroth and getting through the first couple of rooms, which are full of bats and harpies. And they are very tough for a lower level character to get through. And the reason you would want to do that is if you wanted... So there's a couple of ways of triggering the Festival of Radan
Right.
in the game. One of them is getting to Altus Plateau either via the mines or via the Grand Lift of Dectus. The Grand Lift of Dectus is the first. Sorry, you don't activate the festival if you go through the mines. You do if you do the Grand Lift of Dectus.
Okay.
But we activated it by doing Ranni's questline.
Got it. Okay.
So we've done that. That continues after we use the Lift of Rold. The Lift of Dectus, the Lift of Rold is the later one. We are going to go and have a chat to an old friend. I put friend in air quotes because he's probably the one that murdered our Finger Maiden. That being said, maybe not a bad thing.
Yeah. Even if the individual parts are not terrible, the whole system is not great.
Yeah.
Ah, there you are. You claimed a great room and had your audience with the two fingers at the Round Table Home. What was your impression?
They were magnificent, or they didn't seem right. I'm going to say they didn't seem right.
This is like another villainous route.
Intuition serves you well.
Yeah. I mean, also, I have eyes.
Yeah.
Like, the two fingers do not seem right.
Truly, naught but rambling, senile delusions.
Mm.
I believe that when the Elden Ring was shattered, the two fingers were corrupted, their guidance skewed. Even worse, the fingers harbor no love for our kind. That's the part that irks the most. Oh, I have a gift for you. Something fit only for the wise. A means for circumventing the draw of the two fingers. Give it a try, won't you? And if it please you, may we meet again. I've high hopes for you, my lambkin.
Yeah. So he's just given us the item that lets us do invasions. We are not going to go and do invasions. So continuing his quest line involves doing 3 invasions or doing 1 successful invasion where you win. We are not online, but we can still do it because they added in an NPC that you can invade up on Altus Plateau. And once we do that, we will have access to the best farming location in the game.
Interesting.
Rune farming specifically.
I figured.
Yeah, the current rune farm that we have is this one here. So just outside Garank's temple.
Yeah.
There are a whole bunch of these the Volga militia.
Okay.
And you can just sneak up behind them and one-shot them once you get to a certain level, and that's 1,313 runes. So
interesting.
Super easy farm. There's about 20 of them in this area here. Yeah, so you can get. That's how I've been farming. That's how I've been leveling. Okay, so time on video.
It is 21 minutes. I did want to ask, is there a lot of there's something dangerous here, we should set a guard on it, and then the guard collapsing to the dangerous thing in this?
I mean, yes, particularly the madness stuff. Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's not all over the place.
No.
But in Tolkien, there is a tendency of Morgoth and Sauron to take over structures that were built to guard against them.
Yeah.
Sauron's base of operations in the first stage before Luthien and the best boy Huan came and Jack Bowered him is one such.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Luthien is the goat of that setting.
Yeah. I understand.
But
yeah, there is a bit of that where the gods are, particularly where gods are concerned. Yes, because it's more in the lines of so mankind was greedy and did they get Mines of Moria. Kings in these games get Mines of Moria a lot.
Yeah, that does feel, because Minas Morgul was originally Minas Istil, the Tower of the Moon.
Yeah.
Minas Tirith, the Tower of the Guard, used to be the Tower of the Sun, that was matched with it. Minas Istil fell to a siege and was corrupted to what it is by the time of Lord of the Rings. The Black Gates of Morannon are another Gondorian construction designed to keep Sauron's people trapped in Mordor.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Uh,
Isengard
in
was crafted by somebody.
in Dark Souls, the preferred method of the gods for sealing things is flooding areas.
Ah,
Um, so they were really good at. They were really the god civilization was really good at aqueducts and water redirection and all of that sort of thing. So their default is usually, okay, we're going to manipulate everything so that our enemies, like, we're going to build them cities at the bottom of valleys. And that way, if they ever, like, mess with forces beyond mortal ken or do anything that we don't like, really, we will just drown them. There is a knock at the door. I will be right back.
it is a good time
Pause.
to end the video anyway.
Cool.